My name is Father Andrew Ritchie, Vocation Director for the Diocese of Superior, and I'm privileged to welcome you to our website. On the following pages, you're going to find lots of information about who we are as a diocese and what it means to take seriously the call of Christ to follow the Lord as a disciple in any number of vocations, in particular in the vocation of priesthood. I love all things Italian. I love to cook Italian, I love to garden, I love music, especially the piano. But of all things, I recognize that Christ makes us unique, special. Each one of us has our own identity. Each one of us has our own special qualities and gifts. When I look at a piece of music, at first thought, it's awful hard. It takes a lot of work, a lot of time, and a lot of effort. But the beauty of music is that not only does it challenge and stretch us, but it pulls parts of our lives together. It forces us to do new things, things that we, by ourselves, perhaps thought we couldn't do on our own. And yet with time and effort, a lot of work, and sometimes some sweat, blood, and tears, we find that we become transformed. We find that we can do new things and do them well. The same is true for a vocation. Pursuing a vocation is a difficult task. It requires a lot of work. It's a labor of love. It challenges and stretches us in new and exciting ways, and sometimes can be a little terrifying. As the Vocation Director for the Diocese of Superior, I am privileged to work with men and women who are asking all sorts of questions. Questions like, Lord, where are you leading me? Where are you calling me? How is my life supposed to be placed as an instrument of your care? How am I being led to follow you? And how am I being led? These are not easy questions. As the Vocation Director, I provide resources and materials, spend time visiting and interviewing people, and connecting them with other resources that can help them to decide where, in fact, God is calling them. This is a process that takes time. At first, it might be just very simple. And then over time, a person goes deeper into the mystery of where am I being called? Where am I being led? What are my gifts? What are my talents? And what am I being challenged to do? This labor of love is one in which, that as a vocation director, I'm really privileged to work with people and walk with them. My responsibilities include not only the visits and the time, but also helping people with an application process, if in fact they're seeking out becoming a candidate for the seminary. I walk with them still further if, once in the seminary, they continue to work in the vocation office as how they grow in their formation, in their life, and how they become better people. People who are really deciding to share their lives and give their lives to God. That's not easy work, and yet it's beautiful work, challenging work, and work that helps us become better Christians, better disciples. As you look through these pages, you'll find a number of resources. I have vocation columns that are archived and on file for you to read through, as well as lots of links throughout the country, and indeed throughout the world, that help people discern their call and truly discover where, in fact, God is leading them. Now, as I walk with people on this journey, some might say, well, I can't do that. I'm not holy. Lord knows I couldn't do that kind of work. I'm not good enough. I don't have the skills. The fact of the matter is, the church recognizes that we are all works of art and we are works in progress. That means that we start at wherever life finds us, and Christ calls us to take the next step. Some people in church would call this the principle of gradualism. Simply put, that while I might not be where God needs me right now, I can grow to it. That over time, over training, as I dedicate my life, dedicate my heart, the church will ask more of me. The church will challenge me. The church will invite me to grow, but one step at a time. This means that wherever you find yourself right now in the journey of life and the journey of faith, the most important task is, are you willing to give your heart to the Lord? Now, if you are, and if you choose to follow the Lord with everything that you have, Christ will meet us right there. But he will immediately invite us to take the next step. My work as a vocation director is to help people do just that. It's often to challenge people, to challenge them in their prayer, in their physical health, in their intellectual ability, and in their desire to lead the church and lead others. This principle of gradualism, then, means that while God will meet us where we are right now, the Lord will continually transform us through some pretty hard work on our part, a lot of prayer, and some opportunities to say, yes, Lord, I will grow and I will follow.